I'm happy I now registered. Thanks. Am good material. Look into my page, Fisher Investments.
Let us assume we had the technology to travel back and forth through time whenever we wanted to. And also let's assume our time machine stays fixed to the Earth's relative position over time, but it can move. What would you do with a time machine?
I'd go back in time to be my own father and make me.
But how? You'd have to clone yourself or something.
I'd go back in time and knock my mom up, making me.
Calm down there, Oedipus.
It's Halloween tomorrow. Are you dressing up? Are you putting on makeup? Are you getting things started? Share your costumes with us. Tell us what you're gonna be.
I didn't do costumes much as a kid, because we lived in a very rural area. So door-to-door stuff wasn't practical. But in college we had Halloween parties every year. Lots of fun. Mostly seeing the girls dress like prostitutes. Seems like lots of women enjoy that on Halloween. And of course, the guys enjoy it too, looking not dressing like, you know.
I walked around in this mask, which was extremely hard to find by the way, knocked on people's doors, and asked them why they were hiding my purge victim in their house. Did I mention I was wielding a machete? Needless to say, I didn't get any candy.
I'm okay. There were lots of community members who enjoyed discussing conspiracy theories. But a small group of our community got pissed at conspiracy theories. It seems now quite a few members including moderator Jabo are angry with me, cause I have posted conspiracy videos which were too scary for them. Now I am going to make them happy with this video. You see boys and girls, the video teach us aliens, zombies, clowns, Illuminati, Bin Ladens, Chupa Chupra, Yetis, Killer Bee, S-man-eating snakes, ghosts, vampires, cyborgs and other monsters don't exist. Sleep well and don't be scared. Monsters are not real, we have created them in our mind with our fantasy. Horror movies are fake. Monsters are made from rubber filled with foam. Not so scary when you know what it is. All those documentations of Yetis, aliens, vampire are fake and created by the government to scare us. TV channels like National Geographic, Discover, CNN and Al Jazeera are under NWO control. Don't believe in anything they show you on their propaganda channels. Pleasant dreams. Hun.
How can the Illuminati be real if our eyes aren't real?
It's just a small idea I have. What would it be like? TF2 characters in a Mario Kart-styled game is pretty much what it is.
I'm pretty positive it would be like Mario Kart.
There is game annoyance list, but no unoriginal thing list. I decided to make such list after seeing Archeage advert on the internet somewhere. Guess what? There was a dragon. For God's sake, does every RPG game needs a dragon in order to exist? Why? So, here is the list. Dragons, obviously. HP/MP potions. Fireball spell. Weak girl characters. Skeletons. When a new game is developed, for example Flappy Bird.
Sorry but surely when referring to Flappy Bird, new game means unoriginal clone that's been done better 100 times before, and by developed you mean crapped out of the guy's butt one afternoon.
Couldn't have said it better. In my opinion, a lot of genres got very unoriginal and tried to copy from each release. Now if you ask for examples of original games, that's a tough one, at least to not provoke a discussion about it. Here's a list, ordered in date, of what I've played in my lifetime that I thought was worth playing. Mario's.
Nobody gives a shit.
Jim the Earthworm N64.
I don't know who is my third yet. My two heroes. Whenever I see this very rare video I cry to see my all-time favorite boxer and president together. It would be love to see Prime Muhammad with George Walker. Haters gonna hate, but Muhammad was the best boxer ever, 10x better than Mike or Rocky. His door was always open for homeless people when he had a house. He was handsome and girls were always hunting him. He never fought anyone on the street. He never used steroids. He never cheated while some of his opponents cheated by low blows and putting Tiger Balm on their gloves to blind him. This is how his legend began. His first opponent cheated with blinding him. See the video at 28 for his championship fight. He was sent to jail and was not allowed to fight for not joining the war against Vietnam as a traitor. But to his religious stand he appealed and was released from jail after 3 years.
He never went to jail.
Well, naturally these guys, the greatest 3 heroes. The heroes we deserve but not the heroes we need.
HMMMM? Fictional heroes? Not sure if it counts.
You need to chill out and relax, dude. I took no offense to it anyway. I am just having a laugh at the whole thing. All I hear is Gamergate, where they are trying to reference Watergate like there is some massive political scandal going on. Ood, you won't even understand the reference anyway. You are too young. And stop with the chick of vatters. I am starting to worry about you.
You may change, create, or destroy 3 laws. They may be laws from any country, and they do not have to all be from the same country. What do you do?
What? What is this?
Legalize murder, ban abortion, force all gays to marry.
I change the law so that I am allowed to change whatever is written online. I change this topic so it says infinite laws. I change all laws.
Ban interracial/gay marriages. Legalize their persecution. Jail all progressives. Hard.
Abortion is murder, so by legalizing murder you legalize abortion. Yes, I went there.
Yes, you did. And by extension, other forms of murders/murderers would therefore include doctors, euthanasia, judges and penitentiary employees, death sentence, soldiers, war, gods and God, Passover, police officers, self-defense.
No.
I wonder how many people are making economic profit from promoting gay rights agenda.
What happened? Why am I on the floor? What happened, dude? Did I fucking stroke out? What happened, Hila? What is this?
Nice try, Chance. Google and Wikipedia solves the public education problem. In the US, at least, food and clothing are not bigger issues than medicine and supportive parents. To obtain more supportive parents, divorce is to be harder to obtain.
Stop it.
There's been quite a few topics about superpowers, religion, comics, and morality lately. I've been inspired with a vision to combine them into a single comic, rolling them all into one. Call it divine intervention if you will. I give you God-Man.
Through the power of prayer, clean living, and being homeschooled, mild-mannered Jessie Kirst's wishes were answered.
Don't worry, kids. She won't be teaching you science anymore. Now, if you don't mind, I insist you donate $50 each to my church.
Yay, God-Man.
Got to go. I've got a little present to drop off at the abortion clinic. A law's a law. You didn't paint your doorway with lamb's blood. I'll have to kill your firstborn.
Take him. He talked with a lisp anyway.
That will be a $50 donation.
Our fault. Take $100.
The events depicted in this comic are purely fictitious. Any similarity to any person living, dead, or omnipotent is merely coincidental.
The government does not control my topics. You can trust me. Do you 100% believe in what they show you on TV? If you had the follow options, 1 - swallow the blue pill and you will wake up in your bed with teddy bear. 2 - swallow the red pill and you will wake up in a deep jungle with a fairy. What would you do?
Hey, this is a weird one. Does anyone know who /1 Hatsune Miku is? I don't think anyone will, but hey, what do I know?
I think the better question would be who hasn't heard of her. I'd be genuinely surprised if more than a few average internet users weren't aware of her existence. I wouldn't consider myself a fan, though. And not a hatter either.
I'm not aware of her. But I'm not your average internet user either. So basically she's the holograms from Mass Effect, visually represented as a Sailor Moon character, and singing. That's friggin' awesome.
Hatsune Miku is basically an auto-tune uprising. Vocaloid has an entire set of characters based on the software now. From the 14-year-old twins Kagami Rin and Kagami Len, 20-year-old Megurine Luca to the star herself, 16-year-old Hatsune Miku. It's basically a perverse marketing ploy to shift their auto-tune packages by giving hentai addicts a lap dance.
Your brain has a shutter speed of only 12 frames per second. This is why showers appear blurry and you see motion trails a lot. If your eggs had a shutter speed of 300 frames per second, you could see individual droplets of water coming from the shower. The reason 30 FPS games seem better than 12 FPS games is because the shutter speed your brain uses is not an evenly divisible number. That is, it is not a whole number. And if you see a 12 FPS game, it will become out of sync with your vision and reflexes. And Johnny, also 30 FPS games allow you to use your natural built-in blur mechanisms, so it appears more natural.
There's no frame rate. What you are referring to is how long images stay in your vision after seeing them. The rest in infinitely smooth.
Don't you get it? This is a study. Right here. Now. As in, you. I couldn't find a definitive article on the actual rate of the eye. So what better place than the GMC to do it?
Why don't you have his powers given to him by God? That way not only could he fight the legitimate bad guys, but he would also have the evilish unists, scientists, and atheists as enemies too. His motto could be, "You wanted evidence, here's your damned evidence. Now off to hell with you." He would truly be America's hero.
Whoa, you might want to slow down there, that's really edgy.